Hello again, and welcome back. And welcome to you. Or welcome to me, rather, to the General Atomics facility. Must be the alternate reality stand-in for General Electric, I'm assuming. We have a short walk up the road here. We have skirted around a bit of a cliff and the highway from our last episode up at Ten Pines Bluff. Oh, yes, yes. Lots of very important robot messages. Oh, can't tell if that was lightning or a muzzle flare up there. Maybe I should be walking a little more carefully. Anyway, we have skirted around and past the highway from Ten Pines, and we are now headed up the road towards Outpost Zimonja, or however you're supposed to pronounce it, which I believe will be our next settlement to clear out and clean up. See if I can remember how to crouch here, just in case we're dealing with any enemies. Never know where those enemies are going to crop up. So I'm hoping we may find a few more bits of trash and things at this outpost than our last. That was such a short one, though I hope you enjoyed the small detour into construction. Looks like we are coming upon some sort of checkpoint here. And we've been seen. My apologies. Nobody needs to see that close up. Let's be honest. Okay, we are probably drawing far too much attention to ourselves now. But let's see if we can just clear them all out in one go. There it is. Alright, so that radio tower there, I believe, is the outpost itself. That's what we're after. No, you don't hear anything at all. Don't even worry about it. We'll just announce our presence. Oh, yikes. Oh, there we have it. A few, angry explosions. There you go, buddy. Every once in a while, you have to stim pack your dog. There's no way around it. Alright, let's just make sure that's everybody here. No more nasty red dots creeping up from behind. Alright. So let's see if there's anything else we need to do to take ownership. I'm hoping not, and I'm hoping there'll be a way to drag the corpses out of here somehow. Or at least give the corpses a good amusement park ride on their way out. That's the stuff. Ticket prices are soaring. Why is it that every single episode I find a way to be real disrespectful with a corpse? I blame you. No, it's not your fault. Alright, we have some more awesome tales for our collection. Wonderful. I am probably breathing into this mic a little too much. Let's try that. Let's try off to the side. Okay, so we are now in possession of the outpost. Let's see what we can clean up. Excuse me, sir. Ahem. Get rid of anything that's looking frayed and or a tetanus risk. That's step one. They do have some food already planted. You just need to assign a settler to harvest it. Man, we have so many different corpse pieces, including the corpses of their mechanized turrets. Those will just be spread all over the place here. There. That's a little better. Some of the debris. These brambles up this far north are being quite troublesome. But oh well. Guess this will be a more brambly, bush-filled area than most. I'm gonna have to learn to be okay with that. Can get rid of this. Let's try to drag our friend here. Get as many corpses as we can outside city limits, if at all possible. I don't think it's going to let me drag this, yes. And I've picked something up as well. But oh well. We'll figure that out later. How about these? Oh, a mini nuke. Okay. Definitely some troublesome shrubbery. We'll have to call that enough. Just to get the twigs and such. If that. Okay, so they do have quite a nice structure built up here already. I wonder if there are just a couple of pieces of it that may not be necessary, such as that rusty fencing. I wonder if we could do better, perhaps. But they do have a nice setup and a very, very handy radio tower. Get coverage for most of our walkie-talkies that way. Let's see, anything up here? As I scramble my way around, I'm really not seeing much in the way of scrappables. That's okay, though. We gotta get these smaller settlements out of the way, so that we can get to places like Spectacle Island and the castle. If memory serves, we're going to have quite a bit of fun there. Purely safe for work, I'm sure. Nothing risque. this to our growing pile. Or maybe I'll just lose it out of my periphery. There we go. Okay, so I think I am going to go ahead and get rid of this rusty fencing. There must be something better we can whip up. And that will finally free our headless friend from his torment. This also appears to come with a, never mind, that's just a power pylon, I suppose. I thought for a second it was a radio tower. There's an item you can build that will attract more settlers. It's kind of like saying, hey, we're open for business. I thought it was one of those for a second, but it is not. I was mistaken. So I don't think it's letting us handle too much of this. Like, I wonder if we would, to scrap that, would scrap these two leaning pieces or not. But I don't really want to get rid of any of that. I think it adds a nice, nice effect. Let's see if there's anything in here. A little bit more fencing to take care of. Perfect. Let's make sure there's nothing in here first. Because if I can't push them against the wall, I don't really want them. That may be a little selfish, but there we are. Gotta get a butcher to come through here with a shovel and a dustpan, apparently. Is that a service? I guess that's me. I am the dustpan butcher. And let's get you out of there. Let's get you out of the fire. Not the best place to grab. It's another one of my my bad habits. When will I ever learn? All right, Sir Stumps. Rest in peace. There we go. Got a big pile of trash with my mind. As you do. So I'm not sure quite why there's so much smoke. I guess this was damaged, perhaps. That's not something I want. Let me see if I can exit. There we go. So sorry. Wrong menu. So I'm not sure if I can repair that in workshop mode. Might be the secret. Yes. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so now we have a small generator back up and running, and it won't be polluting the place with its fumes, other than its natural fumes. It's normal, non-broken fumes. But I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of this little power construct is, if I'm being honest. I guess to power this one light is all. Okay, we'll leave that. I don't think we have gotten rid of any vines. This may be the only vineless settlement so far. I feel a little shortchanged, if I'm being honest. But again, I'm just going to have to live with it. So let's see if there's not a way to clear up a little space here while we're at it. Since that was such a short cleanup phase, let's add a little bonus feature. Perhaps up here. Oh, that's nice that it snaps, actually. That'll come in all manner of handy. Welcome to Handy Manor. That just sounds weird. Sounds like a Handy Manny ripoff, where they're all butlers. That just fits so well there. It makes me want to build a cliff-top home. Can we build a cliff-top home? Is that an option that's open to us? So far, so good. I don't suppose there's a way to center it. That would be asking for too much. That's fair enough. It has been quite a while since I've indulged in constructing a settlement. There's probably all manner of easier ways to do this, but they are a mystery to me. Let's just see if we can get a rough structure put together. Inefficiently. And I've fallen. Good thing I shelled out for those Dr. Scholl's impact absorption inserts. You can find them at your local apothecary. Tuesday. Starting Tuesday. So let's see if these walls even slap on, or snap on, rather. Got a little violent there. To these sorts of things. They must. They must, and what a beautiful sight. Okay, let's add one more there. And... and then it gets complicated. Maybe I should not add one more there, and just use a half wall. Stay. No, that'll work perfectly. Okay. Add one additional slice. Settlements by the slice. And I guess this is going to require a... oh, it's not gonna allow it. Never mind. Not only does it not require... I keep thinking that half second of yes is gonna let me do it, but oh well. We'll let that slide. Okay, so I need... I guess... I'd love to put a window there, if it's possible. It's kind of like a window. But then I'm kind of encroaching at the same time. Let's just keep it simple for now. So sorry. Flip-flopping with myself. Something you do not want to be caught doing in the airport. What? Slap that on there. And we'll slap this on here. Okay, now it's almost like a home. Just need some property taxes, and we'll be ready to go. Alright, get out of here. You're not welcome. I'm wondering if there is a similar... There is not. Oh well. Let's try these then. And I've fallen again. Goodness me, I've worn out my inserts. I'll slap that on there. Okay, and that's going to be the most rain protection they get for the moment. We'll add one more bed, just because something has to go up here in cave land. A nice fresh one. So they'll be like, oh, he didn't construct this very well at all, but this bed is nice. Maybe they'll be grateful. So we've got the beginnings of some sort of structure over there, which we will have to fill out with support beams down here, etc. I wonder if it might even allow us a short staircase from this roof across. Let's see how that lines up. Perhaps if I get rid of this. It's a little high. Bit of a hazard, really. But intriguing. Let me see if there's a weird way to cheat it. This is just getting ridiculous now. Oh, that's pretty great. And very, very stupid. But pretty great. Let's try these just in case they snap in a line. I don't know if they do. Boy, wouldn't that be nice. Wouldn't that just be a treat? Now that might work if we could get it lined up, right? Always with the falling. That's why they call it fallout. Trying to build a settlement, you're on the balcony, and you... Well, I'll let you fill in the rest. Oh, come on. I want to believe. I want to believe it's going to give it to me without that much of a gap. Maybe if I'm... Yes, maybe this will work. When you're buying an item, you can't use this place anywhere mode that I believe is a modification I'm using. Let's try that. That'll get me up there. And then maybe we can sneak one of these down into the rafters. And we'll call that good. Yeah, right there. You know you liked it right there. There we go. Okay, again, quite a cheese, but we got there in the end. I wonder what the best support pillar would be. I do not remember. There are these blood bag filled totems. Those are nice. There's got to be just a street post or something, like a street lamp, light post. Really any word that exists I could try. Let's look at miscellaneous one more time. I keep hoping that'll be taller. It's just not. Scaffolding. Maybe this is what I need. I need thin, tiny scaffolding. No, not a thing. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, just there. Just there is all. thought that was going to snap for a second. I guess it snaps to the side of it. It's not going to help me tremendously. Oh well. We'll figure out a support post for our stairs there. One day. Older and wiser. I'm sure there's something very easy I'm forgetting. Either that or I'm just missing pieces. I know some of them you don't start off with. Maybe something in this category would be taller. A post. That's lovely. I think I will use that. That's exactly what I'm looking for, and I'll try to place it anywhere here. And see if I can get it so that it's not too high. Yes. Just around there. Okay, one more of those. Got it. Okay, so we have something approaching structure here. Let me do that once more. Place it, pick it up, place it anywhere. Let's try that. Though I can't really see, nope. Huge mistake. Weird that wants to, I'm perfectly fine with that, really. Yeah, let's do it. Give it extra support. Why wasn't it snapping on these? Maybe it's only if it's a, walkway. Oh well. I've accepted it. Okay, so now we have a, small and more logically supported structure. I wish I could figure this out to be the correct dimensions for snapping. Maybe I should just lose a little space this way, a little airspace, and add one more line so that this will be a little less awkward here. With 2 roofs, I hope. Okay, we should be able to put the same wall there and then snap one of these in. There we go. And this is where that centering for a door piece would have come in handy again, but oh well, we don't have it. Maybe now that there's a roof on, it doesn't like that. I will have to slip it in manually. No worries. Sure. Let's call that good. Okay, so on this side, we are starting one forward, which is what's causing all these issues. There's got to be a way to at least put one roof in here without causing too much trouble, though, is my thinking. Perfect, 2. Better than I had ever dreamed, really. There's just something satisfying about building right into the rock face there, making that a part of the structure. Though quite drafty. I'll be the first to admit, quite drafty. we'll try to make up for that with warm boots. Okay, so since that's extending over there, let's just give it the full justice. And I'll try to make some sort of corner for it. I wonder if it would be easier to just slip in one of these. They must be under walls. Maybe one of these would just be easier, I'm not sure. Nope, because there's a roof in place. That's the problem. Okay, so yes, we'll do it with manual pieces. So sorry for all the second guessing. And thank you for your patience. Let's put that there. And we'll put that there. Alright, come here, you. So, I want this to be more together in the corner, I suppose. I will face it this way. Try to at least create a nice, tight seal to support that roof. Will be the idea. Let's try that. Looks pretty good. Again, quite drafty, but hey, we're getting there. Let's try to add a light source real quick. Though I guess we might as well just run power up to the roof. Perhaps from that one, if it will allow it. Let's see. Power. Maybe I should just go this way. No need to make it complicated. Oh, that's lovely. Right out onto the roof, we can make this kind of a deck even, if we wanted. Give lots of defensible positioning opportunities down below. Your back would be to the highway, where you'd get ambushed, obviously, but oh well. So let me see if I can even put this right out here. Continue my theme of integrating with the rock. I don't know if it's going to reach without another connection. Let's try it. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. So that is now hooked right into their pre-existing power system. I think a generator, yeah, produces 3 electricity. This is taking 1. And I don't know if these are also taking 1. It says they require it. I'm not sure, though. That would be weird. So I'm guessing we have 2 free power. Let me try to attach 1 more to the roof up there. I should have done that while I was up there. I think this will just be a better angle. And will hopefully provide enough coverage. Maybe about there. No, way too saggy. It can't sag into other objects, sadly. So let's try it close to this side. Just want to make sure it's close enough to run some lights in there. That should work. In fact, you can connect it first and then position it for exactly this occasion. So I just want to give it as much slack as I can, really. Alright, let's jump in there. Grab a couple of these hanging light bulbs. And place them around haphazardly with no sense whatsoever of symmetry or artistic style. That is the way. And since I blew up all of their defenses, let's just go ahead and slap one of these up here. That way, in case anyone decides to move in while I'm away, they'll have some defense. There. So I just mentioned making this some sort of deck, and then I went and put something on top of it to completely prohibit that. Let me switch these out real quick. Let's get a wall-mounted connector. Put it in about the same position, if possible. Relatively. Alright, give me just the wire. Okay. Failing that. There. Okay, I think that should be good. Let's check. Must be fences here. Just hoping to find some sort of a short wall. But I don't really want wire. I forget if they have any sort of half walls in here. I don't believe I've seen any beyond, like, these, which may work. For parts of it, at least. Let's try something crazy. Hoping that doesn't interfere with the cable. Interesting. Let's try one more there, but then make this a flat one if we can. In fact, I think I'll take it back by one space. Let's try this. So much scrolling through the menu. There we go. Let's try that so that it doesn't interfere at all with the power lines. I am liking that. Let's throw one on the end here, too, while we're at it. Gives it a nice, circular sort of thing. There. Okay, more or less connected. That diagonal is upsetting, but oh well. We can now see out the top. We have a little bit of defense. We have power running up there. Coming together. It's looking nice with the lights coming out of it, especially. So I'm just wondering if there's a way to fit a windmill generator in here. Just to put a bit of a signature on it, if such a thing exists. Back into workshop mode. Here we go. That's what I'm missing. So let me see if I can get across here. And then across goes here. I don't know if this is going to be big enough for a windmill generator, but let's try it. Or we could just monkey around. That's fun too. Just waste everyone's time. Come on. Alright, let's stay over here and try it. Generators. Okay. So yes, it does not believe... Oh, maybe? Does not seem to believe that that roof is flat enough, and neither do I, frankly. So, oh well. We will find another place for a windmill generator. Just thought it might look nice perched up there. We could add a roof to our upper level, perhaps. Just to have it done and dusted. And then put the windmill up there. Let's do that, and then I will finally get out of your hair. Find a flat roof. Nice flat one. And hopefully that will be enough space. Oh, I'm curious if I move this. Let's check. Good. Yes. Suffering. I think I missed part of the speech there. Alright. Fit this back in. I'm actually a little tempted to pull it this way at the expense of a tight connection in the corner, just because that angle is so bad, but maybe I can kind of split the difference here. Small gap either way. I'm okay with that. Okay, so the roof is now slightly less drafty. Let's go ahead and throw a light or two in there while we're at it. Keep with our hanging bulb theme. That's serving us well. Looks like the power doesn't quite reach. Oh well. We'll fix it. There, maybe that'll either draw attention away or directly towards. Okay. So let's go ahead and throw a conduit on the roof and try to send it across here, and then... Actually, we'll probably need to connect one to it if we put a windmill up there, so never mind. It will all fall into place. No need to get ahead of myself. Let's throw this in here so we can get up to the roof. Somewhere. Okay, that's fine with me. Okay, so I want to angle this just slightly. Right about there. Pardon me as I lose my microphone from my face. There we go. Okay, so we'll want one conduit down here. Or connector is probably what I mean to say. One on that corner. Connect them both to the windmill. And then I want to connect it to this one as well. Come on. There. So now both of the generators, the windmill and the small gas-powered below, are feeding the same grid. We have one big system now. We'll have an extra extra pylon over here in case we want to expand the power that way, slash if we happen to build anything out on the tower itself, we'll have a good connector to loop around with. So I should be able to get rid of these stairs. This isn't the cleanest entrance to the watchtower, but I'm just going to leave it for now. It's fine. I guess I could add one wall here just to get that up to code. I might as well, while we're at it. Let's see. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I think I want this one. Perfect. That will keep small children from tottering off the edge, I hope. Half tempted to just throw another one on that side just to see what I'm left with. Why not? Okay, perfect. Maybe we can take it down a bit. But then perfect. Yeah, it's on the rock instead of the wood. Let's try there. Okay, I can live with that. It's all lit up in here now. Beautiful. We still have our defense turret, though now I've blocked a bit of its firing line. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's just throw this back up here. And I'll move it to have a wider firing line. I wish there was a way to slant it so that it didn't look so strange, but frankly, no one's going to be looking up here to see that it's a little off. Besides me, so hey, it'll be our little secret that we will share. So that is looking pretty nice, just in case anyone happens to come along seeking shelter in a bad radiation storm. They will find a respite awaits them, as well as some potatoes and perhaps some mute fruit. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey, as we have now reached night time on another day in the Commonwealth. After performing some violent acts of piracy. Oh, that looks great up there. Good night, Moon. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.